Okay. Yo, 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 yo. Am I live? Are we in here? Let me see something real quick. Just got to make sure I can actually hear myself over here. Let's see. Let me let this play a little bit. Self over here. All right, we are live. Okay, what's going on, everybody? Hello. It's I had to boot up another emergency stream. Y'all already know what it is. Every 2 days, Drake does something goofy. Oh man, it's been a very eventful 2 weeks in the Drake and Kendrick discourse online. It's very interesting. Hey, look, it's me. Hey, welcome to my channel. Happy 2025. Shouts out to everybody that made it through the year of 2024 unscathed. 2024 was a pretty good year, but I had to start this emergency stream, man. Drake is going off of the motherfucking rails, okay? Everybody else is already talking about it, and I don't want to get into all the details because I looked at the new lawsuit that he dropped, and I was gonna go over it like I did last time, where I read all of the information that was in the petition. I can't do that this time, and I can't do that this time because this paperwork on this lawsuit is 81 pages long. I'm not reading all that shit. So I'm going to do what I probably shouldn't be doing, and I'm going to be going off of vibes, okay? I'm going to be going off of vibes and other YouTube videos I've seen. Matter of fact, I might do my reaction channel shit and watch one of these other YouTube niggas. You know how it was this one dude that makes videos about Kendrick every day, all day, like 7 new Kendrick videos every single goddamn day. I had to stop watching him. He's actually like a Kendrick fan, and he be right, but I'd be like, God damn, man, how many times? We get it. We don't like Drake. We get it. Let me see if there's a video on here that isn't super de-duper long. Should be one I had watched already. I can go over. Let's see. This boy is watching. What is he watching? Da-da-da-da. Oh, you know what? Let's watch this one. We're gonna watch this. Let me see. Can y'all still see me? Oh, there. We'll watch this together, guys.
Hey, dog, man, ain't no well this video. It's no way, Drake. Drake is no way I'm reading what I'm reading right now, dog. Oh, nah, ain't no coming back from this. Man, hey, I bet I never see another Drake. Boy, hey, it's no way y'all can vouch for this here. Y'all, bruh, just like what the title said, this is exactly what's happening. This nigga Drake them snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. It's no way you got us in this case, dog.
Oh my god, it's so funny because of how goofy it is, man. This man Drake really started snitching on people, bro. Again, I ain't read all 80 pages of the lawsuit, but apparently, to try to bolster their case, Drake's lawyers implicated the reaction channels like No Life Shack and all the rest of the people who's doing what I'm doing now, watching a video and reacting to it in video form for other people to see. He implicated No Life Shack and Kai Sanat and all the other little streamers that does I shouldn't say little, but all the other streamers that do like these type of reaction videos. And it's kind of crazy because when they do their reactions to his songs and say that they're cool and great, it's not an issue. But when it's a song that's going against you, then it's harmful, and we need to hold UMG accountable for it. First of all, the fact that he's intent on suing UMG for this defamation case. I ain't even talking about how he retracted the petitions, because of course he's gonna retract the petitions. He had nothing. The whole point was that he didn't have anything. He didn't have any evidence. He was going off vibes the whole time and saying, hey, actually, I need you to give me the evidence so that I can sue you. He thought that was like a clever play, I guess, or maybe that's what his lawyers told him. Obviously, it didn't work. So he ended up reneging on that. He canceled that. Niggas online was like, oh, well, of course, Drake won. He got a settlement. In the paperwork, it doesn't say anything about a settlement. It said they canceled the shit at no cost to either party. So nobody paid nobody. So there was no settlement. It didn't go to court. Like how y'all kept on trying to remind us every time, thinking that you were taking up for him. Those weren't lawsuits. Those were petitions, preparing for a lawsuit. He was getting ready to sue. He just didn't have all the information. He was trying to force them to give him the information to sue them with. I don't know how the fuck that works, but anyway. He basically canceled that because he knew it was a wash. It wasn't going to go nowhere. And he's supercharging his defamation case. Like, this is actually a lawsuit that he's filing on this defamation case. And he's doing the same thing. He's implicating UMG and saying and they said it in plain English, which is starting to make me believe that they really are just reacting to all the narratives that people are bringing up on the internet. But they said in plain English in the paperwork on the lawsuit that this is not a lawsuit toward Kendrick. I don't know why they would have to say that if they're giving this to the judge or they're giving this to a courtroom. They would know that already. Like, the people that they're litigating with would know already. Like, it says at the top of the page, Drake versus UMG, not Drake versus Kendrick. So there would be no reason for them to say in plain English that this isn't about Kendrick. They would know that. So that's not for them. It's for us. It's for the public. I think he thinks that makes it look better. It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't make it look better because you're suing him and not Drake. It kind of makes it look worse. It kind of makes you look pussy. It kind of makes you look like you don't want to go head to head with Kendrick about the defamation, because a part of suing an individual on defamation is proving that they said what they said with malicious intent and that they knew it was a lie. You have to do both of those things. And that is very, very, very hard to prove. And I don't know if you would be able to prove that with Kendrick Lamar, especially considering all the things that he was saying about you in these songs. I don't think he would say those things about you if he didn't really believe them. So even if he's wrong about it, it's not illegal to be wrong, but if he really believed the shit, it's not defamation. Like, it's not illegal to say bad things about another person. It's illegal to knowingly say bad things about another person that could ruin their reputation. And you know it's wrong and you say it anyway. And that's what makes it hard to prove in court, because you have to basically go into somebody's brain and try to prove that in their brain they knew they was lying but said it anyway. Like, how do you do that? You can't really do that. But yeah, I'm talking too much. Let me let Shaq go on again here.
Nigga, we chilling, having fun. And you got us listed in a case? Oh, this gotta be the softest nigga ever, dog.
He is.
Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip hop, bro. It's no way.
And that's crazy too, because I keep making this joke on every comment section about, where is it? I put it here. Like, Drake watched the beef reaction compilations and wrote all their names down while laying on his stomach with his feet in the air. That's what I imagine happened, and that's probably why he was able to list them in the lawsuit by name. Because he was fuming. He wouldn't have done that, because this doesn't really improve his case at all. He wouldn't have done that if he wasn't fuming because of how people were reacting to these songs and this beef. And people that has lots of followers that can influence people, like No Life Shack. He has almost 5 million subscribers. Like, Kai Cenat's like one of the biggest streamers in the world. RDC World, one of the biggest channels in the world. Like, I mean, I guess not in the world, but in this sector, in our community, for lack of a better term, these are the biggest of the biggest names. And they all were saying that Drake got washed. I think Drake really didn't like that. And that's why he's naming them, like, basically saying UMG was doing sneaky tactics. He abandoned this botting thing. I don't think they're going to talk too much about the botting thing anymore. That's really hard to prove. So now they're just saying, oh, UMG, they're doing underhanded tactics. They didn't copyright the songs on Kendrick's side, so they would let the reactors watch them without getting copyrighted so that they could make money off of it, which would be a good strategy. I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it's defamation. Here's the weird thing about this defamation by proxy case that he's trying to do here. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have pressed that. I don't understand how you can sue somebody else for another individual defaming you. Like, how do you sue UMG for Kendrick defaming you? Like, I know they're trying to say that it's because they promoted it, but of course they promoted it. They promote everybody's shit. If they promoted Drake's songs, what he was calling Kendrick a woman beater, like saying that he was beating his wife and that his kids wasn't his and that he got molested and that Dave Free was his actual father, an actual father to his kids. Like, that's reputation ruining information that he said proudly and didn't give a fuck about. And not only that, he kind of asked for Kendrick to use this angle. In one of the songs, he said, talk about me liking young girls. He said that verbatim. And then Kendrick does it. And now it's, oh, wait a minute, you're going too far. But yeah, bro was so mad that they were reacting badly to his songs and loving Kendrick's songs that he's crashing out and implicating them in the lawsuit. He's literally snitching on them. He's saying, y'all are part of it too. Y'all are part of the fucking conspiracy, apparently. It's going to be interesting seeing how they prove all of this, once it gets to discovery, because I'm guessing that, like I was saying, he gave up on the botting case because it's a wash. They don't have any information for it. So he pulled back on that and is supercharging this defamation case. And it's just going to go super hard on this. Some people are telling me it's because they're trying their hardest right now to try to stop Kendrick from performing the song at the Super Bowl. I don't know how true that is. I feel like people are kind of overinflating how important and how big of a splash it's going to make for Kendrick to sing this song at the Super Bowl, mainly because they're thinking of it like the Super Bowl. Everybody's watching the Super Bowl. That's like the biggest thing in the world. The new audience that's gonna see or be exposed to the song from the Super Bowl is not people who are going to give a fuck about the beef. Like, you know, us niggas, we're gonna be the ones like, damn, that's crazy. He said it's at the Super Bowl. Everybody else is gonna be like, huh, who's this Kendrick Lamar fella? You know, like it's not like he hasn't performed the song live already. He performed the song live at the Pop Out 5 times in a row. And then played as a 6th time when it was leaving. So, you know, people are putting their tinfoil koofies on, their tinfoil fitted caps. I don't know if that's what the point of this is really. It kind of makes sense. I just look at this as Drake being he's scrambling right now for a win. Like he's really a sore loser, and he all of this is about the fact that, and I'm sorry I'm rambling here, but I don't have a script. I'm not really going off of anything but vibes right now. So y'all got to roll with me. I don't have anybody to talk to, so I'm going to ramble a little bit. But all of this, hold up, where is my, whatever, I'll find it later. All of this is just Drake being a sore loser. And him realizing that him being the biggest and most popular person couldn't win him this one. The culture really won this time. You know, I feel like Drake thought that he was above the culture. I feel like, you know, a lot of people are saying this, and it's really hopefully starting to get through Drake's head at this point. Nobody's above the program. I know that's like a cliche thing to say, but it really applies here. And I don't know if I think that Drake lost sight of that in this beef. I think the only reason he even decided to go into this beef was because he thought that he was going to win because he was the biggest artist. Yeah, I think that this was just another gamble on his part. You know, he's a fucking degenerate gambler. He was like, yeah, man, fuck it. I'll go beef with him. All it'll do is just make me look better. Of course, he's not going to beat me. He's little old Kendrick Lamar. He's carried this over from, hold up. I'm going to play another video actually before we finish this low, what is his name? No Life Shack. He carried this over all the way from the goddamn Control verse. He's been mad about this Control verse shit for so long. And the problem is, hold up. I want to see what he said on that thing. Where he's like, are you listening to it now? Here we
this
go.
Up and elevated too much? Nah, I feel like that's it. It's like, you know, he's the new guy to love, and of course, I mean, rightfully so. He's super talented, you know. But thank you. But he's but he's like, you know, he is the underdog that's extremely hungry. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing really well.
See, these are what we call backhanded compliments. Like he's trying to say I shouldn't say backhanded compliments. It's like a compliment sandwich where you say a nice thing and then you say the mean thing. Hold up. I don't even know if y'all could see. No, you're not. Yeah, you can't see. Let me change it. So he says a nice thing first, then says the mean thing in between, and then says another nice thing afterwards. Like he really just wants to say the mean thing, but he doesn't want to come off as a hater because he really does feel like he was giving Kendrick a shot, and how dare Kendrick even say my name? Like, because let me let this finish.
And that verse was he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now at this point in time? Okay. And then it was
Yeah, see that's hating. He's hating right there.
real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like if I ask you,
It was real cool for a couple of weeks. We're still talking about the Control verse almost. How long ago did that come out? Almost a little over 10 years ago. Drake, yes, we're still talking about it now. You know, but Drake, for whatever reason, felt like his monotonous, flavorless, bland, overly marketable music is timeless and will go on forever. And Kendrick deciding to do real hip hop shit and compete with people is just them looking for attention and trying to make a moment. When the real hip hop shit, such as this battle that we've seen happen last year, that's the shit that lives on forever. Your bland, flavorless, meaningless, useless, unremarkable ass music is not going to be what's living on in the next 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 years. Nobody's going to be like, damn, you want to listen to some classic music? Put on that Certified Lover Boy. That's real music right there. Nobody's ever going to say that. You know what they're going to say? I want to listen to some old school music. When my son grows up, he's going to come to me saying, Dad, I've been listening to some old school music. I was listening to Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. That's what they're going to play. They're going to play something with a little bit of substance, something that they can hold on to. That's the music that lives on forever, not the music that can be appealed to by the most people. You know, that's what one hit wonders depend on. They depend on their one hit that everybody loves. And they just keep playing it over and over again just to kind of remind them of the era that it came out in. It's kind of like what's that nigga? The Young MC. What's the name of that song that he made? I'm going on a lot of tangents here, but just stick with me. I'm going somewhere with this. Young MC. What's the song he made? Bust a Move. Where you're like, you want it, you got it. Like, you know, you could call that timeless or classic music if you want to, but you're never going to hear people when they're having conversations about who are the cream of the crop, who's the best, who when you talk about real hip hop, who are the names that you mentioned? Nobody's going to bring up Young MC. You know, because his song, the song that got hot for him was just some bubblegum shit. And I'm not trying to say it sucks or that it's bad music, it's not good. It's a good little boppy song to listen to, but it don't mean anything. It don't make you feel nothing except to want to dance, because it's less of you wanting to dance because of how good the song is and more of you wanting to dance because you know this is a song that you dance to. That's the same thing that Drake does. He makes songs like that, like Tootsie Slide, for example. I always bring this up. I'm pretty sure Tootsie Slide got fucking boosted too. With bots and shit, the same bots that he's trying to put off on Kendrick. Tootsie Slide is supposed to be a dance song. It's supposed to make you want to dance, and I guess it did that technically, you know, in the TikTok age where everybody makes a dance song to literally every song that ever comes out. But listen to the Tootsie Slide, bro. It's the least enthusiastic sounding dance track I've ever heard in my life. I've never heard anybody be like, yeah, I want to dance, put that Tootsie Slide on. Like, Tootsie Slide doesn't make you want to move. It's worse actually than Young MC, because at least Young MC, it does actually make you feel something. You know, it's kind of a nostalgic feeling you get from listening to Bust a Move. You don't get that from Tootsie Slide. You get flavorless, bland, unremarkable shit that's supposed to be a dance song, and because he's popular, it became a hit. You know, Drake thinks that that's timeless. he doesn't understand hip hop. And hip hop, that shit is not what becomes timeless and classic. What becomes timeless and classic is you doing some remarkable hip hop shit. And that's what the Control verse was. And he didn't understand that because he felt like Kendrick was the little man who needed to stay in his place and not bring Drake's name up at all. You notice how literally everybody else that Kendrick names in the Control verse, none of them got mad. They either replied to him with a track, you know, doing real hip hop shit, like replying back with their raps, or they just said, you know, I'm happy that I was named in that list, because that's a list of a bunch of legends, basically. Because it really was. It was Tyler Creator, Mac Miller, Pusha T, Wale, Big Sean. Hold up. I want to say all the names. My fingers are fat, so if I type something wrong, just forgive me. I need the lyrics where he says all the names. Where is the names, Ben? Come on. 'Cause I'm going somewhere with this. Kendrick. Okay, this is Big Sean's verse. Kendrick. Oh, here we go. So that goes for Jermaine, J. Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills. He's not really. He kind of fell off a little bit. A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, Jay Electronica, Tyler the Creator, and Mac Miller. Literally all of these dudes are legendary rappers. Maybe except Meek Mills. I don't know. And A$AP Rocky, it depends on who you ask. But everybody else on here are legendary rappers. Even Big Sean, I think, in my opinion. I don't know what y'all think, but everybody else on here are legendary rappers. Drake's name is a part of this list, and somehow he took offense to that. Somehow he saw that as, hold up, let me play another sassy video he made that Drake was in with Angie Martinez, talking about the same thing he said here, like, oh, it was just a moment, like whining for real. Hold up, let me see where it is. Man, where is that video, bro? I have to play it so you can see what I'm talking about. I should have this pulled up already.
Yes, sir.
Does he talk about it?
It's not about being strange. You know, it's just that I think that I become in this block of years that I've been doing this, I become, you know, my own great music and bodies of work over like being the talk of Twitter for like.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, he says
like,
it here.
I don't know. I
let me see. Let her ask the question first.
So where does that come from?
You know, my own man, my own entity, and I think that I've formed OVO, and you know, I've never been the guy that was like just hanging around for the sake of hanging around, but I think it's just becoming more evident how much I'm not around now because of how busy I've gotten. I support Young Money, Cash Money everywhere I go. You know, I talk to Stunner almost every day, and yeah, I do, yeah. And Wayne is, you know, Wayne's a busy guy, but when we see each other and we connect, it's always good vibes, it's always love.
So where does that come from? There? Where does that come from?
I think you know, I think I don't give people enough to talk about. I don't know if I make enough slip ups or enough mistakes, so I think that stories have to be, you know, created out of thin air sometimes, and I think that's one of those things.
You should get into a rap battle.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
I feel like that shit. I feel like those things are of the moment.
Yeah, but you're qualified.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd hold it down.
Those things are of the moment. What do you mean by that? Like, that's another thing that I didn't like. And Academics big ass was saying the same thing, talking about Kendrick, he knows how to make moments. Drake knows how to make whatever is supposed to be the opposite of that. I don't even know what what the alternative of that was supposed to be. I mean, that's what hip hop is. Hip hop is it's a collection of legendary moments. You know, like when 50 Cent first came out with Wanksta and In the Club, that was a moment. You know, when Kanye and 50 had that competition of who would sell the most, that was a moment. When LL Cool J and Cannabis battled, that was a moment. Like, all the battles were just a moment. And the culture is better off for it. It's not worse. Like all of these things is what makes the culture more vast and enjoyable for people. This is what makes it interesting to people. These moments is what makes up this thing that we love. What I don't know what the alternative of that is supposed to be. Well, let him explain.
Enjoyable.
Yeah, but I do like I really do this like as far as writing goes, and it would have to be.
he do this as far as writing, you know, ghostwriters.
Be warranted because it would be scathing. The bars would be scathing.
The bars would be scathing.
Just do it at it. I can't be the first one. You know, I'm always.
He can't be the first one, even though he's the one that dropped the first songs here. But
You wouldn't do it for sport ever?
like just to call someone out.
Like no, like after Kendrick's thing, you wouldn't. I noticed you didn't really get into that too much. So
I just like I don't know. It just wasn't real to me. It's like I saw him after that, and it was just like love. So it's like, was that
yeah, what
real, or was that just like for the people?
was that real, or was that for the people? What the fuck are you talking about? Like he's like, I saw him after that, and it was love. Did it sound like when Kendrick was naming those names? Like, did Drake really feel threatened? Like, did he really think that Kendrick literally mean he wanted to murder you? Like, that's what I mean. Like, Drake don't really understand this. He thought that the fact that Kendrick even said his name when he's so much below him is like offensive. He found that offensive for some reason, when literally anybody with a brain and who participated in this culture of hip hop for longer than the few years that he was in it when this video came out, they would know that's actually him bigging you up. That's actually him saying, yeah, he literally says, I got love for you all. Like, he wasn't saying, fuck you, Drake, fuck you, Meek Mills, fuck you, Pusha T. He was, just because he said your name in the song, period, that meant it was beef. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Drake?
You know what I
I
mean?
think it's a sparring kind of sport.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a sparring thing. See how she understands it, and she's trying to explain it, and he's for whatever reason, he's like brick walled on this.
But
You're not
at the
into
same
that.
time, it's like, you know, then let it be real. Then, you know, I mean, because those were harsh words, right?
What harsh words? Drake, we should have known that Drake was not from this from the beginning. This man, hold up, let me read those harsh words back again. He says, I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip hop and them niggas should know what time it is. He literally says it right here, bro. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Jockey, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. What is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high. He's literally just saying, hey, I think you guys are pretty good. I love you guys, but I'm trying to be better than y'all at rapping. I'm better than y'all, is what he was saying. He wasn't saying you fuck all of y'all and I hate you. He was saying I'm better at rapping than you, and I'm gonna go hard so that I'm bigger than everybody. I'm the best, is what he was saying. That's not offensive. Being competitive in hip hop is not harsh words. This is actually really nice words in the context of the hip hop culture, because he's got you up here in a list with other legends. He's trying to say, you know, all you niggas that's up here, all you niggas that's on a high level, I love y'all, but I'm gonna take your spot. How in the world is that harsh words?
So it's like, you can't just say that and then see me and be like, yeah, man, what's up? Pretending like nothing ever happened. Like, that's not real. To me, that's not like the nature of battling. I mean, there's passion behind it. There's anger behind it, you know, and
no, it's not. Or at least it's not always anger and passion behind it. Like sometimes, and it's crazy because he's supposed to be the battle rap guy. He's supposed to be the person with King of the Dot and URL. Like, this is supposed to be the nigga that understands how rap battles go. At least as far as those type of rap battles go. I know that Drake has heard of Arsenal. Arsenal is the most disrespectful. He will say the absolute worst, most meanest thing he could possibly come up with about you. in a rap battle. That's a part of it. You the whole point is to say mean things to the other person so that you can win. Whoever says the meanest things with the most flair usually wins these rap battles. That's the whole point. Drake is supposed to understand this. Why is he saying, he's making it seem like Kendrick was trying to start beef by saying, hey, you're pretty good, but I think I'm better. Like, how is that harsh words where if I see you later, we have to be beefing now? Like, where did this nigga grow up?
I personally enjoy making like great music and bodies of work over like being the talk of Twitter for like 5 days, you know.
He really believes that Kendrick was only doing that as just a way to get a little quick attention. Just mention it. The fact that he said names is a cry for attention, according to Drake.
But you seem just now a little irritated by it.
Yes,
No?
he is.
Yeah,
Yes, he's very irritated.
But even saying that.
He's very irritated. It's hard for him to hide it, and he's trying to be political. But to anybody who's really paying attention, it doesn't really make any sense. It sounds stupid what he's saying.
It was those harsh words. It seemed like maybe it irritated you for a second. Is that wrong?
No, it's just like, I mean, coming from that situation, it was unexpected. You know, I wouldn't like. It's sort of like in working your way up and sort of building relationships. I wouldn't expect you to like throw all the relationships out the door for the sake of, like I said, being like the talk of the internet for
Right.
10 days, and then, you know, it's like now this, like, everyone's gonna forget about. I mean, people don't even care about it anymore.
So
but
true.
That wasn't true, actually, ma'am. And listen to how he's talking. He's talking like one of these fucking the Varnell show. Y'all ever watch Martin and the Varnell show episode on Martin, where the basic idea of that episode was Martin trying to schmooze up to one of these Hollywood guys to try to get on TV, and Martin thinking that they really were friends and that he was going to put him on, but Varnell, he's just being fake. He was just being fake the whole time and just saying, yeah, you could come back, but he didn't really mean it. He's playing Hollywood games here. He's like, because he's mad that Kendrick literally just mentioned his name, and he thinks he's so much bigger than Kendrick, and that Kendrick shouldn't even say his name in fear of getting his wrath and losing connections in the music business. He's projecting that to everybody else. He was like, nobody's gonna want to work with him now. He just gave up all these relationships for just to be a topic on Twitter for 5 days. Nobody even cares about it anymore. Like, he thinks because he's being bitch made about it that everybody else is being bitch made about it too. Like, he's like, he really believes that Kendrick threw his career away over this, and I think that's what really bothers him in his beef. Well, let me let this finish.
But now, especially this week, it's like, yeah, okay, moving on. Like, I don't know if it was worth it, you know, because
He don't think it's worth it. He really is saying like, yeah, because you said something that I don't like, then that means you just gave up your career. I hope it was worth it, buddy.
The people that were mentioned that I feel like can't really go back and fuck with that guy after.
Right.
That's not true.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I shouldn't have cursed.
No, it's okay. I know. Get into it, Drake. Go.
But no, that's
People think you're too nice. That's the problem. You gotta curse a little bit.
Nah,
more.
but anyway, I mean, for me, you know, it was cool. I feel like the verse was great, and I understand.
As a fan, I would.
Yeah, this is what I meant by the compliment sandwich. He said all the nice things at first, and then he got into the shit he really wanted to say. Now he's like, yeah, he's talented. That's that Hollywood shit, bro. Where they say, I love you. You know, you're. I hope you do fine. I hope you succeed in your endeavors. And when they say that, they really don't give a fuck, and they just want you to go away. That's Hollywood shit. But I think that's what really, and I think that's all I have for this video here. But I think that's what really chaps Drake's hide here, because he still really thinks like that. He still believes like Drake is a little nigga. He really believed that Drake was below him, and he jumped into a beef with Kendrick like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. We've been throwing subliminals at each other this whole time. Fuck it. I'm up for I'm up for renegotiation for my deal with Universal. I'm gonna just go ahead and say what I really want to say about this short midget nigga, you know. And because of how big I've become and how I can't do any wrong, and everything I put out goes platinum, I'm going to win. He really believes it was just a popularity contest, and he's confused as to how he could have lost this beef, considering that he was the biggest nigga this whole time. That's where all this is coming from. He's literally just dissing. I mean, he's literally just suing because he can't believe it just won't register in his mind. He can't believe that in any way that Kendrick could have gotten one over on him in this music shit. Like, he can't fathom the idea. Like, there's no way. It's the Tekken thing I brought up in one of my other videos. Like, it's like me and my invisible little brother. I don't have a little brother, but let's say I had a little brother. It's like me and my little brother are we like to play Tekken against each other, and I'm usually waxing his ass on Tekken. You know, I'm the guy. I'm the Tekken guy. Okay, he's cool at Tekken, but I'm the Tekken guy, and I'm usually the one that's winning. And then we play against each other, and give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, we play against each other, and he actually beats me this time. And I say, hold up, wait, hold up. Now I put the controller down. I'm like, nah, you cheated. Nah, nigga, you cheated, bro. Like, there's no way. Like, how could you have beat me? Like, I be playing this game every day. Like, I'm way better than you at this game. Like, how did you beat me? You had to have cheated, bro. You had to have cheated. That's what this whole thing is. All the shenanigans after the fact is him just not being able to grasp the idea that he just got outdone, and he got outdone by a rapper that is actually somewhat on his level. Because if it was like a Pusha T, he was able to brush that off easier, because Pusha T, you know, he's big in our community, but he's not like, he hasn't really crossed over. So it was easy for him to be like, oh, okay, I can let him have that because his career ain't nowhere close to mine anyway. So who's really winning? That's how he was looking at it with Pusha T. But with Kendrick is, you know, kind of coming up onto his level, you know, not only as, you know, financially and numbers wise, but critically. Like, he's got like 17 Grammys. He got a Pulitzer Award. He not only is he getting the money, he's getting the respect from the hip hop culture, and Drake ain't really getting that. And Drake went through his career saying, well, you know what, fuck it, I'm not trying to get y'all respect no more because I have the numbers. And Kendrick comes in and he nullifies the numbers. So, you know, I don't even remember what started that whole tangent. I'm going to let my boy Shaq explain how he got snitched on by Drake.
In this case, dog, nigga, we chilling, having fun. And you got us listed in the case? Oh, this got to be the softest nigga ever, dog.
He really is.
Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip-hop, bro. It's no way. You a great artist. I give you that all day long. I promise you. Can't take that from you. But, bro, you got to be the softest nigga in the history of Earth.
He really is. He really is. He really is, bro. I don't know if he understands how crazy it is for you to be, like, he really made history with this shit. He really is the first rapper. And I've heard so much worse, okay? Kendrick said, you're an alcoholic and you like messing with girls and you don't really take care of your kids like that, and you know, you what he said, you're a manipulator. He broke down Drake's character, but I've heard people say so much worse in rap battles. Like it's crazy. Like how bro, no other rapper in rap history, and that's including all those battle rappers from the URL, like Arsenal. I keep bringing up Arsenal because he's the worst to me. He's like, he's the most disrespectful rapper I think I've ever heard ever. And he's saying it to these niggas' face while they're standing in front of him, which makes it more like it's different when you record a song and then you upload it and you never have to see the nigga again. But when you literally rapping these words in front of the guy that you're talking about and completely destroying everything and talking about they dead family members and like, how can you be the guy who understands that and is familiar with that and supposed to be ingratiating yourself in that culture, and you're suing? You're literally the first rapper in history to sue over a diss track. And niggas keep on saying it's not over a diss track. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. They were like, it's not about the diss track. It's about UMG promoting the song. What was the song? Okay. If Kendrick would have made a song, any other fucking song, and they promoted it, then nobody would care. Or if Kendrick would have still made that same song, but the people didn't gravitate to it as much, and the people decided that Drake won that beef, this wouldn't be happening either. That's the other part that people don't want to talk about. These Drake stans don't want to talk about. You know, if it went Drake's way, he would have did the same thing he did with Meek Mill and rode off into the sunset with his win, and, you know, pop his collar because he defeated another one of you niggas and just proved to himself why his, you know, it would inflate his ego even more, you know. And it wouldn't come to this lawsuit. He saying the same words, being promoted by the same company that he's suing right now. If literally everything else was the same, except the people actually didn't like the same amount of people heard it, but they didn't really like it versus Drake's song, then there would be no lawsuit. This literally is just because Kendrick won with that song. Now, I don't even think he won with that song. To me, the most character defaming shit I've heard was in Meet the Grams, but he don't want to sue for Meet the Grams because Meet the Grams ain't do as good as Meet the Grams ain't do as good as what you call it, as Not Like Us. And Meet the Grams was worse. And it was still being pushed by the same company that he's talking about right now. It was still being promoted by that same company. That's how you know the lawsuit is bullshit for real. If he wanted to sue because it was defamation and they promoted a song that was saying things that wasn't true about him, he would sue for all of those songs because he said pretty much the same thing in all of those songs. But he only is focusing on Not Like Us because that's the big hit. This isn't a principled stance he's taking. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He's crying because he lost. That's all this is. And niggas want to argue about if he has standing legally or not. I'm not going to get into that because the legal system is funky and can be like, it can be twisted, and like, just because somebody wins a court case doesn't mean they were right. You know, we've seen time and time again, juries don't always make the right decision. So I don't want to put too much stock into whether, I mean, he looks like a goofball either way. Like, and that's another thing that people kept on bringing up. If he sued him, then he's weak. But if he withdraw the lawsuit, he's also weak. Yes, you know why? Because he shouldn't have sued in the first place. That's what you're missing. He shouldn't have. Everything that comes after the lawsuit is still bad because it's stemming from a lawsuit that never should have happened. And it makes him look bad because if you're going to do it all the way. Don't throw some shit out there and then be like, oh, I guess that ain't gonna work. Never mind. You know, especially coming from the guy. If you want to, you know, niggas try to say that those DMs was fake. clearly bro proved that the DMs were real. I don't I don't know why somebody who's trying to make themselves look better and make Drake look bad would include all of the text that he included, because bro who released those texts looked insane. Those messages did not make him look good. I would, you would have to torture me with waterboarding to get me to admit that I said all that shit that he put in those messages, bro. So he ain't just upload that, you know, just cause. Like if I'm faking some shit, I'm gonna fake some shit that makes me look good. I'm not gonna fake something that makes me look like a fucking as bad of a glazer as he made himself look. Let me see how long, but how long am I going? 50 minutes? I'll go for a little bit longer. But yeah, he's supposed to be trying to, if we go off of the messages, which I believe are real, he's supposed to be trying to make the system better, and he's trying to make the building safer for everybody. And it's real slick how he explained it. He's like, everybody else that tried them, they wrote them off as explicit, as not explicit, what's the word? Eccentric. Basically saying like, you know, they ain't believe Michael Jackson. They just said he was crazy. They just said Prince was crazy, and they can't say that with me. Like, he's the cool, level-headed guy that, you know, everybody will believe is on the up and up mentally. Which, the more events that happen coming from this beef that ended almost a whole year ago, is starting to not sound correct in my mind. I'm starting to change my mind about your mental capacity here. I used to think that you were a little clever. I don't know if that's so true anymore. No, maybe Lucian Grange really is holding your hand through all this shit, and you're not as smart as you think you are. But yeah, man, this is, let me let No Life Shack, let me let him talk.
Oh, look at this, y'all. I ain't even finna waste y'all time, dog. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Look at it.
Read, nigga. Can y'all read?
I can't read.
Read it. I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to read it.
You know what? I'm gonna read it. It says, Drake alleges in the lawsuit that UMG permitted content creators such as, hold up, am I showing their screen? Yeah. Content creators, full screen. Content creators such as Kaisenat, Zeus, No Life Shack, which is him, RDC Gaming. That surprised me, actually, that he mentioned that. I think the lawyer probably just typed in Drake reaction and just wrote down every name that they saw. But Cardia Family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. He claims the lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content while generating profits for both UMG and the creators, prioritizing revenue over Drake's safety. Now, it's not illegal for them to remove the copyright claims for these guys to do their reactions. So I don't want to focus on whether what they're claiming to have happened. I want to focus on whether or not it's defamation. Because if what he's saying in the song isn't defamation, then whether or not they've removed the copyright doesn't matter. Right? Whether or not they may have bought bots, which I guess you could argue is payola, and that's a whole other thing. But if they offered people certain things and they're giving people discounts and they're discounting the rate on Spotify, he removed that Spotify shit with the quickness, by the way. I thought that was pretty funny. But none of that matters if they can't prove that what Kendrick was saying was defamatory, and it's very hard to do that because especially with the way that Kendrick said the things that he was saying. I feel like Kendrick said what he was saying the way he said it on purpose. Like, let's look at the lyrics, right? The one where he's calling him a pedophile. Let's look at the Not Like Us lyrics. Probably should have typed lyrics at the end there. Come on. Not like us. All right. All right. He says, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. Okay. I think that's the only lyric he says Drake's name in specifically, except for Meet the Grams. But he says, I hear you like I'm young. That's not really a defamatory. That's not defamatory at all. You can say that about anybody, that they like them young, because young doesn't mean underage. Young just means younger than you. You better not ever go to cell block 1, for obvious reasons. Make sure you hide your little sister from them. Didn't say your little sister was a little kid. My little sister is 24 years old, so I would still hide my sister from that nigga. But anyway, party at the party playing with his nose now. Oh, okay. So, and Curtis King showed me this, and I'm pretty sure they're probably going to bring this up in court too, if it ever does end up going to court. He says, they tell me Chubb's the only one that gets your hand-me-downs, and party at the party playing with his nose now, and Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles with an S at the end. That changes things. Okay. That really changes things, especially because in the few bars right before that, he's talking about other niggas. He's not even talking about Drake. He's talking about Chubbs and Party and Baca. If anybody's going to sue for defamation, it should be these niggas. Because he said a S. That makes it plural. That means it's more than one person. That means it's not Drake specifically and could possibly not be Drake at all. He says, wop, wop, wop. I'm fuck him up. Wop, wop, wop. I'm going to do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Now that's some funny wordplay there. But again, that's hardly the same as you saying you're a pedophile. You can't go to court and be like, well, what he means is, if you got to be exact if you're going to bring it into the courtroom. You got to come up in there with quotes. If you got to start adding shit to it and bringing up other shit, it ain't going to really work out in your favor in a defamation case. Kendrick has plausible deniability. So a good lawyer will get this defamation shit dealt with very easily. So all the other details, the 80 pages of shit that they have that they're talking about here, where is it at? Whatever. I'm showing y'all my history. I can't remember where the 81 pages of the lawsuit paperwork is, but all of the details, like these details like this, like RDC and No Life Shack and the copyright shit, literally none of that matters. If they can't prove that what Kendrick was saying not only was specifically about Drake, not only was said with malice, but was also said deceptively, like as a lie. Like he knew that it was a lie and he said it anyway. Because as far as Kendrick's concerned, he could say, I didn't think it was wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw that video he made on stage with that girl talking about I love the way your breasts feel on my chest. Why you look like that? You so thick. I hope I don't go to jail. Things he was saying to a girl after he found out how old she was. And I think I saw in the paperwork too, they were like, Drake never went to jail. He's never had a criminal record, and he's never got in trouble dealing with kids, and he's never done anything that could land him in jail, and he's never done anything with kids that was underage. And they used that wording on purpose because the girl was 17. And apparently in the state that they were in, 17 is legal out there. So technically, he didn't do anything illegal. But for us people, you know, for the rest of the population, be like, bro, that's a kid. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? So if somebody says that and say, hey, if somebody calls you a pedophile because they saw you literally kissing on a girl that was under 18, and they say, dang, you a pedophile for that, that's not defamation. Because he's not lying and saying that you a pedophile when you're not. He's going off of the information that he has. You know, it's not illegal to say an opinion about a person that's bad in public. That's not defamation. That's what these fucking people be trying to make it seem like. You can't say that I'm a pedophile in public. Yes, I can. That's not illegal. It's illegal for me to try to call somebody a pedophile knowing that they aren't, just purely for the purely to ruin someone's life. You know, lying on somebody, putting some shit on somebody purely just to fuck with them. Some shit that I know isn't true. That's what defamation is. Well, matter of fact, let's see if we could find a legal definition to the word defamation. Yep. Oh, it says it right here. Defamation is a false statement that harms someone's reputation. It can be written or spoken. Let's see. Slander. It's a false statement. In the United States, defamation is usually a civil wrong or tort. A victim of defamation. It could be worth suing if the statement was clearly false. The statement caused significant harm. There's strong evidence to support the claim. The potential damages justified to cause the litigation. So it doesn't really fit any of these. It wasn't clearly false. Again, go back to the video. That's just one example. I could bring up the Millie Bobby Brown shit. I could bring up the other shit, but if you're going off of all that information, that's not clearly false. It's very much not clearly false. It's just that he hasn't gotten any litigation from that yet. You know, the jury is still out on whether or not Drake be messing with young girls. You know, young girls that he shouldn't be messing with legally. The jury we don't know for sure if he don't do that. So it's not clearly false. The statement caused significant harm. It didn't cause significant harm because every year, hold up. Every month of hold up. I think it was almost every month. Bruh. I knew I saw it on here. Top 10 globally. Top 10 songs globally. Espresso. Oh, I'm looking for the wrong thing. Fuck. I don't have the link for it. But it's on there. Basically, every month of 2024, the person with the most streams on Spotify or whatever was Drake. Like, even after the beef, even after all the goofy shit and all the bad PR he was getting, he was still getting views and streams. So this was not harming him at all. It definitely wasn't significant harm. I mean, his reputation and the way people see him isn't great, but when they talk about harm legally, usually it's the fact that your reputation was destroyed hurt you financially. You know, doing something to hurt someone's reputation on its own isn't illegal. If I ain't gonna even get into it, but that's not true. There's strong evidence to support the claim. Now, I don't even really know what they mean by that. Or are they saying there's strong evidence to support the claim that the person that was doing the defaming made? I'm not sure. I don't get that one. So I'm a class that as NA, and it says the potential damages justify the cost and risks of litigation. So it's the same thing as the second one here. There wasn't really much damages here, and when they say damages, they're talking about money. Like bro lost out on money somehow. He didn't lose no money. He's getting basically the same streams, maybe a little bit less than he always does, which is a lot. Okay. This is not defamation. This case is going to go nowhere. He's only doing this because he's a sore fucking loser.
And then I'm going to read it. This is real. This is real. The top part. This is what I said when I saw it. Drake, ain't no way you snitching on me, bro.
Yeah, he is, bro. He's
I can't
snitching.
believe this nigga got my name right there.
He called the police on you.
He got RDC. He got Cartier family. He got who else? Ziz, Castanet, all the big niggas.
He's calling the police.
If you gonna put some of us, you gotta put all of us. You can't just put the big niggas. Man, there's no way, dog. Yo, this nigga really said. He said the label, UMG, gave content creators basically the right to monetize our videos to spread, to defame his image, basically. Basically, to make him look bad, they let us monetize our content. Nigga, what? That makes no sense. We was gonna react to it anyway.
Facts. Okay, that's a good point, actually. This is a moot point because, like, the way the lawyers are trying to write it, they're like, this is a conspiracy, and they did all this underhanded stuff to basically entice the reactors to react to these songs. These niggas was gonna talk about these songs no matter what. A lot of these reactors don't be getting paid from these songs anyway, from reacting to these songs anyway. Yeah, like they're, especially on YouTube, they're getting demonetized. Even me with my 100 subscribers, if I upload a video with music playing in it, it's gonna get fucking demonetized. It's gonna get copyright striked. I mean, maybe not a strike, but they're gonna have a copyright on there. So even if it does get a lot of views, all the money is going to the copyright holder. So, but they do it anyway because that's their bread and butter. That's what their channel is known for. No Life Shack, his whole channel is basically doing music reactions, and most of those music reactions are not going to be monetized because the music is copyrighted. So this is a moot point. This doesn't prove anything. I don't. These people who Drake hired to go over this are just throwing shit at the wall, hoping shit sticks.
Whether we got paid or not, nigga, we still was gonna react.
Exactly.
Drake, you must be new here. That's the biggest thing we complain about.
Yep.
Copyright, nigga. Copyright. Niggas was gonna react anyway. This is the biggest beef ever, nigga.
Exactly.
Do that make sense to you? Man, ain't no way this nigga this crazy, dog. This nigga said they let us monetize our video to spread his defaming even more. Drake, we wasn't thinking about you, bro. We wasn't thinking about how it made you look. Nigga, we was happy about the beef as a whole.
It's funny they saying this, man, because it's like, bro, if this conspiracy is true, like the conspiracy that they're drawing in these lawsuits is so ridiculous. Like if the big bad UMG is just paying everybody to try to make Drake look bad, and they're incentivizing people with all these gifts and knickknacks and goodies, where's my check? Okay, I want my check. I'm sure my boy No Life Shack here has not gotten a check from UMG. I'm sure RDC didn't get a check from UMG. I'm sure Kai Cenat didn't get a check from UMG. We ain't getting no. We not getting no.
Music reactors.
Oh, sorry, I fucked up.
I
fucked up and clicked, but we're not getting no money from these people, man. This you're just saying shit. Like you're literally just yapping. The whole lawsuit is just yapping. You're just saying shit. Like, what is any of this based on? Just like the petition we read last time, the information and belief they had was fucking YouTube videos of Jeremy Hecht, who literally debunked the video that they put in their paperwork to try to prove their point. He debunked it right after that happened. They're using YouTube videos from DJ Academics talking to nobody, a random person that Academics just invited because somehow he thought this was gonna make Drake look good, and it came out that he was bullshitting and all the shit was fake. These are the sources that Drake's lawyers are adding to their official courtroom paperwork to prove their points. This isn't gonna go anywhere.
Basically, to make him look bad, they let us monetize our content. Nigga, what? That makes no sense. We was gonna react to it anyway.
Yep.
Whether we got paid or not, nigga, we still was gonna react. Drake, you must be new here. That's the biggest thing we complain about. Copyright, nigga. Copyright. Niggas was gonna react anyway. This is the biggest beef ever, nigga. Mm-hmm. Do that make sense to you? Man, ain't no way this nigga this crazy, dog. This nigga said they let us monetize our video to spread his defaming even more.
The fact that they really believe that this was a concerted effort. I don't even think they believe it, actually, but the way them painting it as if it was a concerted effort to make Drake look bad is just another example of Drake's ego and narcissism. All of this is about him, apparently. It's all about trying to make him look bad and all trying to, it is woe is him. Everything in the world bad is happening to him and we all jumping him. It's not about you, bro. Y'all both made songs at each other. We just like Kendrick's more. That's it, man. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Y'all made songs together at each other, and we just like Kendrick's more. We ain't even say all your songs sucked and was ass. At least 2 of them were, but we ain't even say all of them was ass. We just like Kendrick's more, man. That's not a conspiracy. We ain't getting a check for that. Ain't nobody paid any of us for that. It's not that deep. But I think Drake knows it's not that deep. I think Drake knows that's what's happening. I think Drake knows that we just like Kendrick disses better than his. What Drake doesn't like is being on the outs in social media. He cares about that type of shit. He cares about the fact that Kendrick got one over on him. You know, because he looked at Kendrick as a little guy that's so much more beneath him. And he felt like that shouldn't have happened, you know? That's what all this is. I'm repeating myself, but he's just a sore loser, bro. He's just mad that he lost. That's literally it. All these words, all the 81 pages that they wrote is fluff and bullshit just to, in the end, all you're really trying to say is that Kendrick won on bullshit because you can't believe that he beat you. You just can't believe that, you know, I'm repeating myself. Let me let Shaq finish.
Drake, we wasn't thinking about you, bro.
Nope.
We wasn't thinking about how it made you look. Nigga, we was happy about the beef as a whole. Nigga, Music Reactors was happy it was beef. Y'all was going track for track. That was the greatest thing that happened last year. And probably like the past 20 years. We ain't cared nothing. At the end of the day, nobody expected to get paid from that beef. Because we just knew it was going to get copyrighted. We can't help them niggas ain't put claims on that stuff. That ain't our fault, nigga.
Right.
That's not our fault.
It's not a conspiracy, brother.
Yo, I can't believe this, dog. I can't believe this nigga Drake. Bro, I was just about to tweet. This nigga got UMG, Spotify, all them in the chokehold right now. They say he done settled. Drake ain't settled nothing. That nigga Drake, he act like he settled so he could just drop the real lawsuit.
Yeah, that was funny too. Seeing the people online like, yeah, Drake won. I'm pretty sure I said this earlier already, but I'm gonna say it again. Drake won because they came to an agreement. It says in the fucking paperwork that they didn't come to an agreement. It's saying that no cost. There was no cost to either party. Like, it's the opposite of what you're trying to say. There was no settlement. There was no admission of guilt on the part of UMG and Spotify at all. Drake just said Drake realized he was in over his head and said, never mind, forget about that one. Here's another one. You know, and this is, I want to save this for the end, but I'll just say it now while I'm thinking about this. All of these, the way he's doing this litigation is very, very sloppy. It's really coming across as a person scrambling and just trying to come up with something. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm gonna say it again. It comes off as somebody just looking for something. Is looking for some shit. Just doing and saying anything. You know? I don't know if this is about the Super Bowl thing. I don't personally think it is. But maybe it is. Maybe Drake really is just that vain and just can't handle Kendrick having another moment like that. Maybe it is like that. I guess I can't put it past him. He really is an egomaniac.
Nah, he really on that neck, which was smart. I gotta give him that. I feel like he got them boys right where he want them. But then I saw this here, dog.
He doesn't have them right where they want them, bro. He doesn't have anything. The whole point of the petitions was a way for him to get around having to prove their case so that it can go into discovery. He was trying to skip that part and being like, hey, you give me the information. Like, you tell me how you're scamming me, basically. Like, what type of shit is that? How you gonna accuse me of some shit and tell me to prove myself? Like, what? How you gonna sue me? Like, if the person who's making the claim is the one that has the burden of proof. If you're saying that I'm botting, you have to provide the proof that I'm botting. Why would I, even if I am doing it, actually, why the fuck would I give you the information proving that I'm botting so that you can sue me for botting? What type of dumbass shit is that? So, I don't know, man. The shit is sloppy, bro. I don't understand what the strategy is for real, because it's kind of all over the place. They're just doing shit.
I saw this right here. I said, ain't no way Drake snitched on this, bro. Ain't no way he snitched. He literally named certain niggas. And then you got me up there third. What did they ask me for?
That's always funny. This is 50 Cent. This how No Life Shack and I'm gonna play this real quick. Oh, I gotta play 50 Cent. This how RDC and No Life Shack and them woke up to this news.
Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
He said, why you say fuck me for? Why you talking about me, bruh? All I did was make YouTube videos. Why you say fuck me for?
Hey, that's crazy. That nigga Drake about to take our channels, bro. Ain't no way this nigga finna take our livelihood. This is how we feed our family, Drake. You can't be going out there saying niggas' names. I thought you was a real nigga.
That's crazy. And it's crazy too, because what if something did end up happening to their channels over this? Like, what if somehow down the line this ends up somehow reflecting negatively to YouTube on these reactors? Because their whole channel is based on reviewing music. And if they're not able to review music, they can't run their channel. They can't make their money, like, to create the content they're creating. You know, Drake isn't thinking about that. Drake really doesn't give a fuck about anybody, which makes me laugh when niggas really was like, Drake is trying to do this. Like when Rory and Mal was like, I don't care if it looks like hoe shit. I'm just happy that somebody's going against the big corporations. And if y'all going against the big corporations, I'm with you. Like, he really thought that Drake was doing this to stick it to the corporation. Drake don't give a fuck about these corporations doing shady shit. He and I gotta say allegedly, because apparently Drake is suing niggas right now. But allegedly, the niggas, they was doing shady shit on his behalf too. We all know this, bro. If you believe Kendrick was botting, but Drake wasn't, you are an absolute moron, idiot, ignoramus, okay? You're stupid. You're stupid. If you think that Drake didn't have no help and no boost and they didn't do no shady shit to put him up at the top of the game for as long as they put him on the top of the game, you thought all that was just off the muscle. His music was just that good. You're absolutely retarded. Okay? And that's not even me saying that Kendrick didn't bot. I don't know for sure. He probably did, though. All these niggas on major labels are probably botting, most likely. That's just how the game go, because the music industry is cooked. But why on earth would you believe that Drake is trying to look out for the little guy and help people? Do you know who this man is? Do y'all listen to his music? Does the music he makes sound like the type of person who's bleeding heart, man of the people, who's just trying to save the little guy and he's trying to look out for his whole career is based off of him using little guys and stealing their swag and coming up off of the styles that they created and leaving them in the dust and signing them to absolutely awful deals. You know, niggas try to be like, it's not his fault that Black Boy JB didn't make it. It's not his fault I Love McConan didn't make it. Like, we ain't saying it's his fault. We saying where this stimulus package isn't for the artist that he's featuring with. The stimulus is for him. You know? He's stealing swag from all these other different peoples, from all these different states in America. And he's getting sauce from all these different entities. And it's helping make his career bigger and making him seem more cultured and more, worldly. This is to benefit Drake. This is not to benefit those people. He does not have a history of helping anybody. So where is this idea of him trying to make the building safer for everybody else coming from?
You supposed to keep that in the streets. hey, y'all, bro. Hey, obviously I'm not taking it serious. Like, what they gonna do to?
I'm glad he has a good sense of humor about it too, because more than likely nothing's gonna come of it, but it's a 0% chance that something can come of it. And being named in this shit, which could have the potential of being a music industry changing event, it can alter your life as a music content creator, so this isn't nothing, right? It's laughable, but it's not nothing, So I'm glad he's in good spirits over it. I mean, I guess none of these guys who's been named should take it too serious, because it's not like it's saying that they did anything wrong. It's just, there's a 0% chance that them being named in this lawsuit by name could affect them in some way.
We react to music. We promote music. Nah, nigga, hey, bro, I can't believe this, dog. I said, I gotta make this video ASAP. Before everybody else start, because Drake, you have no idea what you just did. You think niggas was clowning you before this? Oh, man, you done came, oh, no.
That's the worst part about all of this, too, is because all his little antics that he's been doing, none of them has been working. And like I said, this most likely isn't going to go anywhere. This isn't working either. This is working against him. If he thinks that Not Like Us is what's damaging his career, it's really all of this. It's really these lawsuits is what's damaging your career. You look like a whole hoe out here. You look foolish doing these things. You're ruining your own career. It's not anybody else's fault that you're doing all this shit. All you literally had to do was go sit on an island for about 3 to 6 months and give us a chance to forget about it. We would have come up with a different topic to talk about. I promise. Okay. Our attention span is tiny. What's up, son? Hey, you want to go back and watch TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my son wanted to make an appearance. But what was I saying? Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. God damn it. Hold up, let me rewind it back.
You think niggas was clowning you before this?
Oh yeah, now I remember. This is all making it worse, bro. Now all you have to do is go on an island for a few months and give us a chance to forget about it. We most certainly would have forgotten about it and came up with a new thing to talk about. It always happens. Our attention span is this big, bro. Like we wouldn't still be talking about it now if you wasn't doing goofy shit this whole time. You just can't help yourself. You just can't not do nothing. You have to do something, and all the somethings you've been doing has been working against you. I'll say this. Oh, bro. It's not over for you because you have a back catalog that niggas will still go back and listen to. So your music career isn't over completely. Will you have you passed your peak after this? Yes. You're not going to get any bigger than where you are now. It's only downhill from here. After all these shenanigans, after all, if this case goes to discovery and some weird shit comes out from that too, it's only going to be downhill from here. You're not going to get any more bigger than you already are right now. But you at a low point is still bigger than a lot of other artists out here right now because of how big you are in scale. You can ride off in the sunset with your $500 million. You can ride off in the sunset with all your masters and continue to make money off of your back catalog if you want to. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to retire. I'm saying you don't have to chase trends no more. You don't have to chase stealing nigga swag no more. You can be yourself now. You can do your thing and give people a chance. You don't have to saturate the market to make sure people don't forget about you just to keep yourself up on the billboard. Those days are over. You're not going to be up in number one like you used to be. It's over for that. You did that though. You ruined that. But you don't have to lose hope. You can chill now, actually. You can chill. You can start making music that actually means something to you. Because, I always, and a lot of people make it like Drake, the reason why his music has been so vapid and meaningless over the past few albums is because that's just how his life is. And all he's doing is fucking hoes and traveling to exotic islands and shit. He not really going through anything. So he don't really have anything else to rap about. And I don't know how true that is. I think that there's a lot. He can give us a heartfelt track about how it is with his son, him raising his son. He could give us a heartfelt track about his background with his mom and his dad. I don't know his whole discography, so maybe he's made that. He might have made it before, maybe he touched on it before. He needs to lean in on it. He can lean in on it and really develop those ideas, Like he can get a little more introspective. And I don't mean the fake version of introspective, like how he did with the Fighting Irish freestyle, where he's just rhyming words with shun at the end, and that's supposed to be like, oh yeah, he's really rapping now. He's really getting in his back. Like, I don't mean that fake version of introspective. I mean really actually digging deep into your life and your experiences. Maybe you could talk about your experiences growing up, what it was like being a mixed kid. You know, just mentioning it is not you talking about it. I mean, like, go into it, like elaborate on it, like give details, like actually tell us some shit about your life, you know? And you could be moderately successful doing that. You don't have to keep doing this. You can go away, bro. You can relax. Cause the way you're doing it now, trying to hold on to this the view you have of yourself and where you want to be, and you think that you're going to continue to be the number one rapper when you're 40 years old. You're not, bro. It doesn't work like that. In rap, you age out. Even if you were on top of the world for as long as you've been, eventually there's someone newer, there's someone better, there's someone younger. You can't do this forever. And you trying to hold on to that the way you are, doing all the stupid shit you're doing, is not helping you. It's making it worse. You're tarnishing your legacy like this. If you would have ended that beef losing to Kendrick and just chilled for a couple of months and then just came back doing your normal music, your legacy would still be intact. What's up, son? What you want?
Huh?
What you want?
Play
You don't know?
I don't know. Games.
You want to play some games? You can't play games, son. Go get the remote.
Where?
I don't know. Go find it.
Where?
It's in the room. I'm gonna end this because my son he's asking for me. Well, let me see how much more of this I can go. But you can stop, Drake. Everything you're doing now is just making things worse. Just relax. Your run is done. Just come to grips with that and just move on with your life and maybe get a new hobby. Maybe start playing golf or some shit.
Oh man, you done came. Oh Lord, bro, you done came at Kai. You done came at Ziz, me, RDC, Cartier family. Them niggas knew. Them niggas. I consider them niggas new. How you snitch on the new niggas too? You ain't just snitch on the OGs. You snitch on the new niggas. Oh my God, that nigga really. He said they prioritize revenue over Drake safety.
Okay, that was another thing I wanted to talk about. So they tried to talk about how that guy got shot at Drake's house, and they're trying to make it seem like because Kendrick made Not Like Us, basically painting Kendrick as a pedophile. They tried to make it seem like the song was a call to action. I'm sorry about that. They tried to make it like the song was a call to action for Kendrick fans and people who don't like pedophiles to go to his house and do something to him. Like they're trying to say his safety was in danger because of this song, when in reality, apparently, word on the street is all that shit that happened with his security guard at his house had to do with The Weeknd. And that's another problem that Drake had, because he was fighting a multi-tiered battle. He's done so many people wrong in his life that he don't even know where to look for bullshit to come at him. He done so many people wrong. Like he did Metro wrong. He did Future wrong. He did ASAP Rocky wrong. He did Rick Ross wrong. He did so many niggas wrong. He did McConan wrong. He did Block Boy wrong. He didn't do Migos wrong, but that was because after their song dropped, they built a successful career after that. But he did all these people wrong, and not even just the rappers. He did people wrong, and like he would DM niggas' wives, like that said something, like if some dude says something negative to him, he would DM their wife and be like, hey, you want to go on a private plane with me? Like he trying to ruin niggas' marriage. He did so many people wrong. He don't know where the hits are coming from. And that's a part of your problem too. You really do need to reflect on that shit.
Man, that gotta be, man, bro, all this is because Drake lost. Let's be honest here.
Yep.
Hey, y'all niggas stop saying I hate Drake. This is what I hate.
And I've been avoiding accepting the Drake hater tag because my friends call me a Drake hater because every time we talking about Drake, somehow my opinion ends up being negative. But that's because Drake keep on doing goofy, dumb shit, man. Like, I don't hate all of Drake's music. I like some Drake songs. Drake, he knows how to make a catchy, fun song, okay? You know, it's with the help of 15 other niggas usually, but you know, him and his group, they know how to make a song that's, you know, listenable and easy to bop to. So I don't hate Drake's music. I'm not a Drake hater in that way. It's just he got like bitch made ways. He got weird ways, bro. It's just like that video I brought up in the last stream I did. I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but I was talking about that when he was sitting down with those kids when he was younger, and they were talking about the Toronto slang, and he was like, they were like, oh, that's pretty cool, the Toronto slang, and he was like, no, it's not, it's really ignorant. Like, he really is still that guy, bro.
I don't hate Drake, nigga. Drake the artist, I love that nigga. This Karen ass nigga, I don't like this nigga.
He really
What is this, bro?
This Karen shit.
This is insane. This is insane right here, Drake. This one right here is insane. Hold up. This is right here, it's called snitching. We don't do that, son.
He brought the son out to give a life lesson.
We don't do that. You see this man right here? Do you see this man right here? Right here. You could have left us out of it, dog. We just having fun listening to music. You mad at that?
Yeah, that's basically the point of the video. I've been going for a little while here, so I might just end it right here. But yeah, man. And at the end of it, all this is just the unhinged moves of a man who feels like he doesn't know where else to go, but he feels like he has to do something. And if somebody around him cared, they would say, no, you don't, brother. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do this. You don't have to go on all these streams with these weirdos who don't even really listen to your music. You don't have to be posting all these weird, making these weird Finsta pages and making these weird posts and comments on these Instagram pages. You know, you don't have to be talking to some guy acting like you're the hero when you know that this shit is all about you. You don't give a fuck about the indie artists, the independent artists, and the small artists on under UMG. You know, you don't have to pretend that you give a fuck about them. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do a lot of this shit. All you have to do, this still can work for you, bro. Even after this, bro. And I've been saying this in every video that I made about you, because I try not to make videos about Drake with every little thing that happens, because it's a new thing every 3 days. But when I do come back here in this chair, in these lights, and I decide to pontificate about all the ways that Drake is failing, I still have hope for you, bro. Just like I was saying earlier with you making a more introspective album and just going away for 3 months, you still can do that even right now. You're so big and so famous due to the machine that pushed you in front of everybody and made you ubiquitous to the whole entire American zeitgeist and the world over, pretty much. The same machine that you're trying to sue right now because you're having a temper tantrum. Thanks to them, you're like the world's biggest superstar when it comes to rap music. Because of what they've been doing for you for the past 15 years, which you're trying to sue Kendrick for, that they did for one song, apparently. Because of that, you don't have to be in the rat race no more. You don't have to do this. You can relax. You can retire. You know, you could do your fake rapper retirement, because you know rappers never really retire. You could do your Jay-Z Logic retirement. come back next year with an album and be like, actually, I was just playing. You can do that. That will help you. But unfortunately, I don't think you will. I don't believe you will do that. I believe you're stuck in your own way, and you believe things are going to go the way you want them to go because it's you and you can't see it any other way. And things are just going to continue to get worse and worse for you. And I know I'm just a regular person, and how am I going to give advice to you because you're a multimillionaire and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if anybody else sees this and you know I'm making sense and maybe you're at a higher level, just say what I'm saying. But, you know, maybe if it's coming from you, you know, people do that. They be like, the information is correct, but I don't want to listen to you saying it because I don't think that you're on a high enough level to have to listen to. So maybe that's true. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Just somebody who can get through to him. Maybe they say it. They find a nice way to say it that he'll actually listen to. And you could come back from this mainly because I'm tired, bro. I'm exhausted. And you should be too. You should be not wanting to have to deal with this beef no more. Way more than I do. I'm not involved. I'm just a nigga listening and watching. You're actually in the shit. You should be exhausted from all of this shit. You should be leaving all of this alone and letting it go. Okay? That's the moral of this whole thing. I've been going for almost 2 hours. The moral of this story, man, let this shit go, please. Because we're tired of hearing about it. I mean, all the people making the reaction videos, they're getting paid off you. So they're going to make a video every time you slip up. But for the public, the everyday person like me and anybody else, we're done hearing about this. Let it go. Let it die. And that's on you. Kendrick's not the one keeping this up. Kendrick's not doing anything really. Kendrick only got like 7 tweets on his X page, you know, and 4 or 5 of them is links to the songs. You know, Kendrick's not doing this. You're doing this. So just stop, let this go, and hopefully we can be done with this. Thanks for watching, y'all. It's a long ass video. I hope I was making sense most of this time. Y'all take it easy.